birthday to you. Singing. Happy birthday to Gogo. Happy birthday to you. Hooray! Blow the candle.
1, 2, 3, oh!
If I were to describe my family, the last thing I would think of would be normal. At first glance, we are a broken family, without a father, only left with a struggling mother to handle all 5 of her children. Objectively, it is amazing how she can carry such a weight on her shoulders. But still, there is still so much more to what is only seen on the surface. My name is Brenda. I am the middle child amongst 5 kids. In total, my family consists of 6. 2 girls, my sister Renee and I. 3 boys, my brothers Douglas, Quinlan and Jared. And of course my mother, Julie.
My name is Julie Yong. I'm 55 and I'm a single mother of 3 boys and 2 girls. My oldest is 24 and my youngest is 13 with special needs. And I'm a Grab driver and pursuing real estate so that I could, get a better life for my kids. Jared is my pride and joy. He makes me happy. He's with special needs, autism, and he's a very happy boy. To me, Quinlan is very pleasant. I love him a lot because he's always like a mommy boy to me. To me, he's a very sweet boy, and I'm very close with him. Douglas, the oldest. Because of him, that's why I have the rest of you. He's quite a philosopher. He's quite dependable if you really need him. And he's the one that gets the most out of your father. My favorite. I've never had any problems with you. You're like my princess, so I can never say no to you. And I know that even though whatever happens, we have a lot of differences, but at the end of the day, you are the one that's always there for me. Renee Cole, one of the most sensible, most determined, but yet super sensitive in the heart. I love her a lot, She's the one that helped when you guys are babies. She was there looking after Quinlan all the time. She's like more like a second mother to Quinlan. Imagine that. It's not for her, honestly. I don't know whether I can make it.
I don't want.
My mom's life wasn't always like this. Before my dad left, she was a housewife who has never worked for the last 15 years. But soon, she had to be the sole provider for all 5 of us. My father was abusive to both me, my siblings, and my mother.
I feel the difference between the way they bring us up is like entirely different. Because from father's side, right, I feel he was very, very aggressive, very violent. But on mother's side, right, she was always trying to be like the loving mother, like completely contrast of him. And I feel like she is doing that because she wants to show she's a good mother. So like whenever he abuses us, right, or like be extremely violent towards us, right, like he will scold vulgarities to us and then like tell us how useless we are as kids and like throw all his expectations on us, and then till we are like so broken and crying and like hurt, right, then the mother will step in. Then she will come in and like show her loving.
The thing is that like, despite all of mother's shortcomings, right, she did teach me how to like, the one thing that, if there's any one thing I learned from her, right, is to learn to live for myself, which is ironic given all the other stuff we said, right, but like she did teach me like, or at least she told me, right, that I need to learn how to live for myself, right, learn how to like find my own way, like I do all like my own hobbies and all that. She never really condemned me too much about it unless father really wanted to like, unless father had something to say about it, right. Father is more of like, you live because I told you to live. You live because you live the way I want you to live. And whenever anything contradicted that, right, of course you get angry, vulgarities fly around, I'm like, how dare you talk to me like that? Then the hands start flying,
She's not happy because I'm always, with you guys, and I'm like dedicated my time with all the 5 of you. So he felt as if that I don't care about him. I guess he went on with somebody else and he met someone online, I think, if I'm not wrong.
When my mother was left on her own to provide for us financially, she made rash decisions, like starting a business. which only made her lose more money. Eventually, she resorted to desperate measures, such as illegal money lending.
But I saw like eventually this sort of thing will happen because she was borrowing from loan sharks to pay off her debts. And then at that time, because we were all kids, we couldn't earn money, we couldn't help pay off anything. But we have been telling her constantly not to borrow, but she still did. So I wasn't surprised when she went into jail.
So we're all schooling also, right?
We were all schooling. And she was like so fixated on like starting a business and going big. And then like I feel the reason why she was so focused on that rather than like getting a part-time job or finding any means and ways possible to earn money, right? She was so focused on like starting a business, growing big and aiming so high. So partly because of father.
Your father told her to start the business though.
And he kept calling her a loser, all that.
He kept calling her a loser. She wants to prove him wrong.
She wants to prove him.
But she didn't have the heart to like run a business. You're crazy. How can you run a business when like everything is not go like everything in life is already shit and then like you want to run a business? It will never work.
And she was running a business with like nothing more than a promise of money though. Like her father like promised her like he'll give her all this money to like support a business, right? But it never came. And like by that time already you're so far into debt, right? Like what can you do, right?
Yeah, so I don't think you can blame her also. I mean at that time everyone see like it's so stupid. It's the stupidest thing to do. It's like the last thing you should do. But I think from her perspective she probably thought like this is my only way out of this issue.
Despite all the struggles my mother has faced, the most difficult one is the issues between us.
Every freaking month I'm struggling to pay bills. Nobody helped me. I stay in the car, I cried like an idiot. I couldn't even breathe. I couldn't take my pills. Do you know that your mother got high blood pressure? You know how many times I cried with myself? Literally every freaking night. You know where I get my money from? Perhaps I should die too. What did I accomplish? You ask me, I'll ask you one question. What did your mother accomplish so far? Tell me, what? Do I look like a successful person? Answer me. Can you tell me, is your mother successful? Does your mother got anybody around her? Who? Who? Name one, you can't even name one. Who's around me?
Like, would you even want to have a better relationship with her?
Of course why would you even ask that question?
Yeah, like why not, right? Like
Yeah, like I mean every kid will want to have a good relationship with their parents, right? Especially if it's like a single mom. Can you imagine you only have one mother, then your relationship is bad with her?
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason why we are also still trying
Yeah.
and we still believe in her in some sort of way.
That's why every night it's like I still go out with her. Every time she asks me to go out with her for supper, right, I'm like, shit, we're gonna argue, but I just go anyway. And then we do argue, and then in the end I cry and go home and sleep.
yeah.
It's the same thing.
Then
It's like I know it's gonna happen, but I just do it.
And it's like I don't want to do a lot of things with her also, right? But then when she asks us to go out, then sometimes as siblings we have to like agree to go out together with her. I think it's a good thing also, and it makes her happy. Yeah. I mean like during I think Mother's Day, her birthday is coming up
Oh.
on Saturday. I think yeah, we'll probably also still put in an effort to do something for her. Yeah, I think even though things may go bad, right, like we still see her as like our mom. And like of course if we could have a better relationship with her, of course we will want that lah.
Okay, what is like your dream for us in the future?
Dream. Oh, I just want you to be happy, you know, self-sufficient, independent, do whatever you all love, and just be happy. Happy is the best part. Other than that, we're just like any other family.
So that means you promise me you're not going to cry, huh? Okay, sing song, sing song.